Hey guys, today we're going to be installing a Minn Kota Precision Charger, a MK460PC. Some of the notations, the 4 means it's 4 bank, and the 60 means it has a total of 60 amps output, which if you divide 60 by 4, you're going to get 15 amp output per bank. Since this is a 36 volt system in this boat, we're going to have 3 batteries running that trolling motor power supply. 3 of these banks will be dedicated to the trolling motor batteries. The 4th bank we're going to extend and hook that up to our starting battery. So when this boat is at idle in the garage, plugged in to shore power, all our batteries are being maintained, kept fully charged when not in use. The Precision Chargers are a little bit out of the ordinary in that they're going to monitor the state of your batteries. When they are plugged in, they'll continually charge the battery until the battery reaches a full charge. At that point, the charger will shut itself down and monitor the battery, so when it does need a hit, it'll automatically turn on and continue to keep that battery at full charge. The advantage of having a PC chargers is you're going to get more life and more longevity out of your batteries. A lot of these chargers have a metal plate on it. Anytime you have a charger with a metal plate on it and you're fastening it to an aluminum boat, you're going to want to isolate that with something. I tend to use a transducer board, and I split it in half, and I'll drill some holes and I'll countersink them. So when you fasten this to the boat, this is below the surface of the transducer plate. Once those are mounted down into the base of the boat, we can then screw the charger to our transducer plates, so there's no contact metal to metal in the boat, and that prevents any issues that might occur with electrolysis between the boat and the water if the boat happens to be in the water tied to a dock and plugged to shore power. Because we need to create 36 volts, we're going to hook these up in series, and we'll go through that once we get our jumper wires and stuff built up. But we're going to go ahead and drop these batteries in and hook up our Precision Charger and program it to have the proper output for the charge cycle for each individual battery that we're installing. Now it's time to program this charger. There's different charge rates for different types of motors, which we mentioned earlier. Out of the box, the charger comes programmed for lead acid or flooded batteries. That's what we have in the boat, so we're not going to change it. However, we'll show you how simple it is if you did have an AGM or a glass mat, how simple it is to program that charger. So, right on plugging it in, you press and hold the battery selector. Now you'll notice all 3 lit up, and now it's just going to cycle. So it's at AGM, then it's going to go to gel, flooded, and all 3 of them. And it'll continue to do that, and you just let the LED stop on the battery that you have in your boat. So we don't have an AGM, we don't have a gel, but we do have flooded. So we'll just let go at that, and now that charger is programmed to have the correct output, voltage output or charge cycle for a lead acid or a flooded battery. It's that simple. And it will remember it, so next time you're out, when you're done fishing and you plug your charger in, the charger knows that programming won't change. It'll continue to have the proper charge cycle for that lead acid battery. If you ever do change battery types, then you'd want to reprogram it so you do get the proper charge cycle for the battery that you have in your boat.